Good evening, folks. This is my fourth attempt at this. Hopefully, maybe this time will actually work. It's been chaos in the last 35 seconds. I keep screwing up, but here we go. If you'll recall, last week we talked about elements of argument. We talked about the claim, the warrant, the support, and the audience. Then we took a look at the Declaration of Independence, and we had to pick apart those four elements out of the Declaration of Independence. Now, in the Declaration, we had the claim, George is a tyrant. We had the support to prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. And then we got like 2 pages of the things George has done that make him a tyrant. And we had the audience, the colonists, the people that needed to be convinced so they would join up and help try and fight the British or die trying. It was really what they expected. And we had the warrant. We hold these truths to be self-evident. We're not going to prove them. It's self-evident. We just believe it. All men are created equal. They're endowed by their creator by certain inalienable rights. Among these rights, the right to life, to liberty, the pursuit of happiness. To preserve these rights, we have the right to a government established by men, created by men, and the right to alter or abolish that government when it becomes bad. We believe all that stuff. And if you too believe that, then you must be part of the audience, assuming you're living in 1776 as opposed to 2022. We got through that. Now then, for tomorrow, you're supposed to find an advertisement and do the same thing with that advertisement. So what I'd like to do right now is look at a few advertisements together and then let you go on your own and finish the homework if you haven't done so already. So we've got this PowerPoint here. I'm going to look at this slide if I can deal with this. Okay. Here's an advertisement from Black Belt Magazine. This is Chuck Norris action jeans. Now, Chuck Norris action jeans have a claim, namely, buy my jeans, buy these jeans. These jeans are what you should spend your hard-earned money on. It's the warrant. Good, reliable, loose-fitting jeans are important. Who's the audience? Well, it's from Black Belt Magazine, so probably martial arts fans, martial arts practitioners. What's the support? One, we've got Chuck Norris's picture right in the middle here. I mean, we've got another picture of Chuck Norris down here. We've got his signature at the bottom. It says Chuck Norris at the top. Celebrity endorsement. What else do we have? We have cool pose. He's kicking this dude in the face. That's sweet. We have his sweet red, white, and blue outfit. Blue jeans with a red and white shirt. He's all American, all British, all French, all Russian, probably all American here. Developed for stunt fighting in the movies. These look and wear like regular Western jeans, but have hidden gusset and stretch in the fabric so they won't bind your legs or rip out. Right in the middle there in the crotch, there's a little extra fabric. So you can kick that guy in the face and not worrying about splitting your pants. Sweet. We have the price. $19.99 for kid sizes, $29.99 for adult sizes. That seems kind of pricey for jeans back in the early 80s when this ad comes from. But it is what it is. So if you look at the color scheme and the celebrity endorsement, and you like kicking people in the face, and you want quality jeans, and you like the convenience of being able to cut this right out and send it off, to order your jeans or multiple sizes of jeans. Maybe it's for grandma. It's like grandma to send off and order two different grandkids, probably grandsons at this point in time. The sweet, sweet Chuck Norris action jeans for the martial artist or the would-be martial artist. Now, our next one American Apparel, this is from about 6-7 years ago. American Apparel's been closed for a few years now, partly because of ads like this, I think. People were boycotting them because they thought their ads were too risque. But if we look at the ad for what it is, we have a great color scheme. She's wearing a black and white one-piece thing. I don't know what these are called, some kind of leotardy sort of thing. When I was in college, people called them snappy crotch because they snapped in the crotch. I don't know what this is called. A shirt that doesn't come untucked because it goes all the way around. The color of the page is white. We have the stark black Helvetica type, now open, and American Apparel. The small print there says now open in a new store in Manhattan. And that's great, except this advertisement is in Cosmo. Cosmo's being sold all over the country. Now it's being sold all over the world. If the ads are the same all over the world, I'm not sure. But definitely all over the country, we get this American Apparel ad. People in Ipsy, people in, Walla Walla, Washington care that there's a new store open in Manhattan? No, but that's why that's small print. What they really want you to think about is American Apparel. Also, they get to use the phrase now open along with her rather suggestive pose, right? And so it's clearly using some sexuality. However, she doesn't look too pleased about the situation. This is like hipster, annoyed, aloof, I don't even want to be here kind of look. She looks like she just woke up, except she's wearing what I think are running shoes. I think that blue thing in the corner is the heel of running shoes or tennis shoes of some sort. The other thing I like to notice in this one is her arm, her right arm on the edge of the page over there looks too small for her. It's like a little kid's arm photoshopped onto her body. I don't know what to make of that. But if you're a aloof hipster that doesn't give a damn about stuff, if you don't really care about what your grandparents think, because it was always, grandparents boycotting American Apparel, and they weren't shopping there anyway. So American Apparel didn't really care. If you like fashionable clothes, you should come and buy our clothes at American Apparel because that's the cool place, right? We don't have any knowledge about the price, about the quality. It's just be super cool. Now, this last ad we need to take a look at is really old. This is from the late 50s or early 60s. It's for ties, Van Heusen ties. There you go. Show her it's a man's world. Van Heusen, man's world ties. We have a tie on the guy's neck. We have a tie on the side towards the bottom. We have what is apparently his wife serving him breakfast in bed, where he's laying there with the smuggest of smug looks on his face. This is the smuggest asshole ever. Look at that smile and look. But also check out the repetition with his elbows. We got his pointy elbows and then the pointy pillows with that really nice repetition with the white there. We have the color of her bathrobe matching the color of his cheeks and some of the colors in the tie and the color of the word Van Heusen at the bottom. We have all this repetition to make us look at it. Now, this is in a magazine that was generally marketed towards women. So assumably, the audience is women. Is it funny? Perhaps. Is it meant to be making fun of this idea? Maybe. Maybe women would see this and kind of laugh and say, "Oh, yeah, right." And then, they remember the ties. It seems on the surface pretty misogynistic. I don't think it's a stretch to suggest that. She's on her knees at his waist. He's got his hands behind the back of his head, like she's, about to remove the tray and do something else. Why he's in bed in a shirt and tie like that, I don't know. That's a weird thing to do. Sleep in your shirt and tie. People don't usually do that. This guy looks like he's gotten up, showered, got dressed, and then got back in bed so she could come and bring him the tray of food, remove the tray, and do something else while she's on her knees, apparently. That's pretty suggestive. It's meant to be funny. It's using sexism. It's using maybe the satire and irony of sexism, making fun of that idea. Maybe not. Maybe it's just straight up sexist. I don't know which way they were going with it. Buy our tie for your husband. You're going to show her it's a man's world by wearing it, but it's the women who are actually reading this magazine. It's a strange one. Sexuality, humor, patriarchy, color scheme. Being manly is important. If you believe that, wearing one of our ties will be good for you. So this is what you have to do for your first homework assignment that is due tomorrow. Well, maybe today, depending on when you're watching this. I'm making it on Wednesday evening. Maybe you watch it on Thursday, that's fine. It's due Thursday evening, Thursday night. Page and a half, analyzing an advertisement like I just did here. Using MLA, your last name and page number in the upper right, your name, my name, the class and the date in the upper left, double spaced. Pay attention to your paragraphs. Don't just make one paragraph. Have an intro, a body paragraph or two, and the conclusion. We'll talk more about paragraph structure in the next video coming in a couple of days. Have fun. Be safe. Keep wearing your masks. Have an adventure. And I'll see you around like a record with another video, probably Friday. Over and out.